Hello, is this you are not welcome here anymore airlines? Yes, I would like to actually book a ticket. I'm Aquarius, by the way. I would like to kindly book a ticket for the freaking Mercury retrograde business class. I know that the departure is supposed to be on April 7th, but I'm sending Mercury retrograde back home. Okay, it's been a freaking long few weeks. Okay, and this was not the right time to visit. Venus was in retrograde, solar eclipse was going on, and Aquarians are mad. We're done. We don't want to hear about the Mercury retrograde. Okay, so I got all the everything packed up. Okay, for the Mercury, and they can be dismissed. Okay, thank you so much. So, no, you don't have to let him know. Just put him. Yeah, just put him in. Seatbelt on, and then Mercury retrograde can be dismissed. Now I gotta go back to this funny Armenian guy. Aquarius, how you doing? Cutie patootie, looking all that yummy, so good. I'm your funny Armenian guy, and you are my peanut butter jelly, so yummy. I'm here to serve, and I'm here to slay. Are you ready for this? So, we're gonna get into your reading from April 7th to April 13th. And in this reading, Aquarius, we're going to take a look at your recent past, present, and future. I'm also going to clarify them and get some final advice for you. So let's get into your reading and see what's going on. I'm sending you a huge hug out there, Aquarius. I know that a lot has been happening, but I got your back. So let's get into your reading. Let's see what's going on. How do you like the haircut? Good? What about the mustache? Because you're very unique. You like unique stuff. So I assumed I could ask you. So, Aquarius, let's see what's going on. Ooh. So Aquarius, the challenge and the overall energy here is the Seven of Swords. Deceptive energy. You're gonna want to watch out. Somebody here is not being truthful to you, and I'm gonna see what this is about. Kind of heavy energy I'm getting. And at the bottom of the deck, there is the Ace of Wands. There is a potential for many of you for a brand new beginning. And this is tied up to after maybe some of you had a major fallout or a breakup with somebody. Could have been another fire sign, Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius. There is the Magician at the bottom of the deck. I think that there was a lot of disagreements in terms of like norms and differences between the two of you. Something here was not, there was a lot of manipulation because the Magician sometimes, it can also indicate misuse of power, okay? So, and I'm being honest with it, like that's what it means. So let's get into your reading. And Seven of Swords here, there is something that you might have discovered or you don't know yet. Maybe this is something you haven't found out about it, but I'm going to see what this is about. You see this person is tiptoeing, stealing the swords from the camp. So this is talking about a deceptive energy that's surrounding you, and you're going to need to watch out for that. Aquarius, in the recent past, you have the Three of Cups, the Judgment card, and the Chariot. So I do strongly get that there was this sense of you might have been with somebody and there was the third-party situation. Okay, Three of Cups here, three people. You were very much invested into this relationship. You had the vision and the goal to make it work with this individual, but eventually with the Judgment card here and the Chariot, somebody here left, and I'm gonna see what this is about. Okay, maybe moving to a different location. You might have moved to a different location, and we're gonna see what this is about. Okay. All right. Just thinking about the different scenarios that I'm picking up on. For some of you, after you found out the truth about this person, you tried to give them another chance. It took you quite some time to decide back and forth if you wanted to be done with this person. And we're going to find out to see what happened. Now, in the present moment, you have the Nine of Wands, the Two of Swords, and then the King of Wands. There is a lot of hurt in the present moment. You are deeply hurt from what happened in the past. You're in this wounded soldier energy. I feel like that some of you are deeply, deeply disappointed, okay, and distressed about what happened. And maybe this is something that just came to the surface. You could have dealt with the fire sign, Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius, or another air sign, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. I'm going to find out to see what this is about. I do see a supporting energy around you. You may not notice this supportive energy around you, but I'm going to see who this person is. In the near future, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, and the star, you just showed up in the near future. So this is Aquarius energy. And you know, I've mentioned it so many times, Aquarius, this is about you. You're so smart. Yes, you are. You're very wise. I have any Aquarius that I've met, you guys are so unique, like your ideas. You know, the reason why a lot of times Aquarius is not a water sign, considered to be water sign, although it has the word aqua, is because you carry the water, but you're not water. You carry the water. Water represents depth, knowledge. See, this is the Aquarius pouring the water into the water, and then the other jug is being poured on the face of the earth. You have so much wisdom within you that you need to share with the world. The world is waiting for your wisdom to share, Aquarius, to enlighten the world, okay? So there is some sort of cooperation coming in for you in the near future. I do see travel plans as well. You might want to relocate or move somewhere else. And I'm also I'm also seeing some sort of a financial gain for you, okay? So let's talk about the challenge here. What is this Seven of Swords about? What is this deception about that you need to be aware of, Aquarius? Somebody here was not being honest. Maybe you didn't notice this in the beginning, but then you found out, or your intuition was telling you about this situation. So the Seven of Swords here, Aquarius, is clarified by the Sun, the Ace of Wands, and the Empress. This could have been a family-related situation. Maybe you were in a relationship with a person. Okay, there was vision and a goal to get pregnant, to make pregnant. Whatever the situation was, I think it didn't work out because your intuition was telling you something about this person. Again, could have been a Leo, could have been a Taurus also, Sagittarius. I do get this sense of like dishonesty here, okay? This vision of having family together and having children with each other, it didn't come into fruition. I'm also getting a third person energy intervening. It could be a family member for some of you. It could be a job, but something here was interfering between you and this person. It could have been a distance also, but something here did not work out, okay, in terms of your intuition telling you that something was off. Somebody here was not being honest with you. I'm getting like lying, cheating, dishonesty. And you know, any Aquarius friend that I've ever had, their main slogan is honesty is the best policy. Better tell me the truth than hide it from me. So, you know, tiptoeing, I always give an eyesight to this energy. Sorry, I have to say this, but this is not a nice energy. And that's a major realization that you're having. Sometimes it's hard to swallow the truth, but it is what it is. And I think that you have come to realize that you may not want to give a second chance or 1,565 chances to somebody who fumbled you big time. Okay, so in the recent past, let's talk about the Three of Cups. Like I said, there was some sort of a third-party situation here that you could have discovered, and this third party can be anything. It could be a job, family member, an actual person. So the Three of Cups is clarified by the World, the Charioteer, and then the Queen of Swords. The Charioteer is twice, actually. So when you found out about this situation, that it was not going to work out, eventually a lot of you decided to move on. This is your Queen of Swords. Swords represent in tarot Aquarius energy, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, in this case you. And the World card, something came to an end. And it came to an end due to the fact that there was a lot of misunderstanding surrounding, you know, the word family. You know, family, commitment, loyalty, those three words, they have a totally different meaning to you, and the person that you were dealing with, it meant totally something different with them. And apparently somebody here didn't understand the importance of it, okay? And that's why there were some things that were being done behind your back, Aquarius. And this is ultimately has led you to move on. The Chariot here is twice, so I think that some of you could have just packed up your bags and moved on and left, okay? So I do get this sense of you finally realizing something, and maybe this is the truth that you're accepting in the present moment. This Mercury retrograde could have also given you a lot of dreams and visions and major epiphanies and realizations about life and about this person specifically. I think you dealt with somebody that showed to be that they showed to be someone else, but in reality they were a completely different person in reality. So let's talk about this major decision in the present moment. There is something here that you are worried about in the present moment. There is a major turning point that's going to happen in your life. The Two of Swords here. The Two of Swords is clarified by the Four of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and then the King of Cups. Some of you could be dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I do get this sense of a decision whether whether you want to reunite with somebody from your past, okay? This could be the same person. This could be a totally another person that you have dealt with in the recent past. But I'm getting the sense of you wanting to start a family with somebody, okay? And you have someone who is supporting you. You have the King of Cups and King of Wands and King of Cups. There could be two other people that are on your mind. Water sign and fire sign that you are thinking about starting family with. You actually are very much fixated on one of them. And I'm going to be honest with you, I get the sense that there is a water sign that you are so much fixated on, and you're leaning towards more on the water sign person's energy to actually create family with them with the 10 of Pentacles. That's why in the present moment, what I'm seeing here with the 2 of Swords here, it's an energy. It's a decision that you need to make, left or right. The past person that you dealt with, there was a lot of hurt that you have been dealing with. You have to heal yourself from these hurts and whatever has caused this havoc, okay? I'm getting this heavy energy. It took you quite some time to heal yourself and to move on from this past disappointment. And this is something that this person knew exactly what they were doing. I have to break it to you, but I do get this sense of you finally accepting that, and I'm sending you a huge hug out there. You know, I do believe that you have been able to overcome that, and I know that it's been very tough, especially during the Mercury retrograde. A lot of feelings may come up from the past to the surface, and you know, we may feel a certain way, but I do get this sense of you getting over that and finally accepting the truth, you know, and also realizing that we don't just deal with like people, we also deal with their inner child. So apparently this person that you know, I strongly get this sense of them not being able to reciprocate and be on the same page with you. This is somebody that you dealt with in the past who had a lot of childhood issues and childhood traumas from their parents, avoidance issues, avoidance type that I'm getting here. Let's talk about this supportive energy. King of Wands is clarified by the 4 of Wands, 4 of Swords, and 9 of Pentacles. Somebody here wants to step in and help you financially. Okay, this is for some of you. I think there is a lot of you could be struggling financially or career-wise, and there is a supporting energy that wants to come forward and help you. This could be a family member, this could be a coworker, this could be the new person that you were gonna meet. Okay, this person is very much financially independent. That's gonna allow you to see that they're not dependent on you. Okay, they're not asking you for money, they're not asking for anything. And there's also a desire for family, because that's what the 4 of Wands here is about, a desire for family, structure, and a lot of healing. This is somebody that has done their inner healing. Okay, this person has healed themselves from their past situations, from their past hurts. 4 of Swords here. You have been wounded a lot, and I'm sending you a huge hug. I know that it must have been very tough and very challenging for many of you. Let's see what the 3 of Pentacles here is about, because there is some sort of a cooperation coming in your way. I get like an opportunity for you to create something. It's clarified by the 9 of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. Okay, so this is going to apply to a very small number of you. I do get this sense of you finding a new job. A lot of you are going to apply for a new job and you're going to get it, okay? I'm getting a sense of cooperation, promotion, okay? Money, increase in your money situation. And for many of you also, you could be getting involved into a relationship, but you're not going to rush into it. You're going to go step by step. And this is somebody that, for many of you, this is going to be a person that you've known some time, but there was something that happened between the two of you and you didn't really proceed forward within to initiate a relationship with. Okay, I do see a lot of healing happening for you. You're also finding this sense of serenity and this sense of peace, Aquarius. My dear Aquarius, I know that you are someone that's very altruistic, very kind, very generous. You know, you like peace, you don't like drama. So this is going to be a cooperation, partnership. Okay, I'm getting you being surrounded with people who are also advocating for peace. Now, for some of you, you could be meeting a new person overseas while traveling. I'm seeing being near a body of water. The 3 of Wands here is clarified by the 2 of Wands, the Hermit, and then the 4 of Pentacles. Yeah, there is definitely a travel plan coming in for you. You're going to finally come out of your comfort zone with the 2 of Wands here. Okay, see how she has the globe and there is a car. A lot of you could be also wanting to relocate. And the most important thing that I see you doing here, you're going to be kind of in a little bit of like a semi-hermit mode. You just want to go slow with your moves. You're taking calculated steps. You're not rushing into anything. The Four of Pentacles, you see she is holding onto her pentacles. So this is strongly telling me the desire to protect yourself from allowing yourself to be involved with too many groups of people. I feel like that you have been depleted quite a lot by just getting involved with too many friends and too many people. I'm also getting this sense of you getting out of your comfort zone and trying something new for yourself. A lot of you could be meeting a new person when you travel, and you're finally putting yourself out there. The star card here is you, Aquarius, and I'm going to clarify this as well. This is a desire that you are manifesting for yourself, okay? The star card here is about you recognizing that you should put yourself out there as being the main star of the show, being that person who is going to change the world, Aquarius. The star card is clarified by the Knight of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Devil. There has been a lot of chains that you have break free from, okay, from the past. The Devil here, Page of Wands, and then the Knight of Cups. This is talking about, you breaking free from certain situations, from certain people that have been holding you back. Okay, there is a past. This is a past manipulation. I'm getting this whole past situation that hurt you at a very, very deep level. You're finally setting yourself free. You're no longer gonna wait, for somebody to change. You're just gonna get up and make the changes for yourself, and you're gonna move on with your life. I'm also seeing you being in a lot of text messages and communication with the letter down there. There is someone here that wants to come forward you, that they have maybe they have been observing you, they're aware of you, but they didn't take the first step because they knew what was going on in your life. So expect some sort of a news, some sort of communication from a person coming in. This could be the person that you're gonna, in the present moment, make a decision to allow to develop a relationship with. There is always different storylines, like multiple. So I try to choose at least mostly like one or two main storylines for like the singles and then for those of you in relationship. But I do see you finally materializing something for yourself with the star card here, okay? Just be careful of some future deceptions here, the Devil and then the Devil here and then the Seven of Swords. You have given the benefit of the doubt to quite a few people in the past, from the past. So you already know better, and you don't want to set up yourself for another situation where you're going to find yourself being very disappointed, okay? It took you some time to heal yourself. You've been in a semi-hermit mode, a lot of disappointment that you had to deal with from the past. You want to watch out for that, okay? Even if you cooperate and make partnerships with some people and they do seem to have good intentions for you, you just want to be very careful and cautious, okay? Because you need to make sure that you're seeing the green flags in people rather than rushing into it. So let's get into your advice, Aquarius. Let's talk about the advice for my Aquarius. What is it that my Aquarius needs to know? So Knight of Swords, the Magician, and then the Chariot. The Chariot appeared 3 times in your reading. One was both of those actually clarifying the recent past. Those are 2 different decks, and I've never seen the Chariot happening 3 times in a reading, which indicates it's like a triple confirmation about movement and moving on. So you're moving on from this whole situation that has happened, okay? You have been in this place for too long. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords is also Aquarius energy. When you look at her, you will see that she is very sad. She's a lot in her thoughts. So the advice here is to manifest the reality that you want through letting go of the past and detaching. This is 7 of Swords, right? Number 7. And then after that comes 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords here is talking about a lot of emotional turmoil. A lot of you have been up all night thinking about a specific person or the actions that were done to you. A lot of major disappointment. And I think that this has been kind of like keeping you in a place of a limbo, not having that focus and that motivation and that vibrancy to move forward with your life. But I do applaud you for actually recognizing the magician power within you. You are not going to overuse your power or misuse your power. This is a time for you to also write down your manifestations. Some of you have a manifestation journal. Write down your goals and the direction you want to head towards to. I do get this sense of you finally releasing and letting go of a past person, of a past story that deeply hurt you and broke you down into pieces. But Aquarius, you have been able to put your pieces back together very beautifully. Somebody here was being very argumentative in the past, okay? So that's what you're watching out for, and you want to move on to the next direction, to the next stage in your life where you don't have to question a person's loyalty and honesty here, okay? So a lot of you are manifesting a move, a major glow up move for yourself after being in this place of nine of swords, okay? So this is what I had for you, dear Aquarius. I appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. I'm sending you a huge hug. Thank you so much for being in here, and I am your funny Armenian guy. You are my cutie patootie, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.